Joe, what is good, Joe? It's DFJ Hoops back again. We're going to talk about the 76ers versus the New York Knicks game 4. We're going to recap that game, but um, before I get into it, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification icon right beneath it. Shout out to my guy Tuna Sports, man. He says Knicks getting a gentleman sweep in round one in back to back years. I mean that's what it that's what it seems like. But yeah, shout out to Tuna Sports, Cleveland Cavaliers content creator. Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to my guy Play by Play with JJ. Shout out to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, Rick and BJ. Shout out to running back Philly, RB, Sean Bernard, Mitchkovsky. You know, shout out to every content creator out there. But let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into this game right here in game 4. So the 76ers took on the New York Knicks in Philly, game 4. Which was it was an early game, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which me personally I really hate. I hate early games like that because those games are trick games. But I mean, no excuses for the Sixers. They lost. The Knicks came out. They played hard from start to finish. They made the necessary plays. They hustled. They gave effort. They played great defense down the stretch. And Tom Thibodeau absolutely outcoached Nick Nurse in that fourth quarter down the stretch. And I think Nick Nurse didn't really do a good job coaching wise. He didn't really put the players in positions to be successful. He didn't run the right plays. There was a play down in the fourth quarter where you got Kelly Oubre and Kyle Lowry initiating a pick and roll with Maxey and Embiid in the corners, which I don't know why that happened, but I mean we're gonna get into all of it. But let's start with the first quarter. So I mean, this first quarter, just like any other first quarter in this series, the Sixers always come out and they play. They play. I mean, they play to their standards. They play hard. They make plays. They make shots. They rebound the basketball. They play good defense. And for the fourth game in a row, the Sixers ended the first quarter with the lead. I think the Sixers were up by 10 points in that first quarter. They scored 27 points, and the Knicks only had 17, if I'm not mistaken. And Embiid was absolutely the best player in the first quarter, even though Jalen Brunson was doing his thing. The players didn't really show up for the Knicks that much, but Jalen Brunson was probably the engine for the Knicks in a sense. He was making all the shots, he was making the plays, and he had a solid game himself. I mean, he finished the game with 40 and 10. He had 40 points and 10 assists. That's the first 40 and 10. That's the first 40 and 10 game in Knicks playoff history, which it's a little bit surprising because I mean Patrick Ewing, Willis Reed, um, Walt Frazier, all those great players in Knicks history. Carmelo Anthony, none of them had a 40 and 10 game. So shout out to Jalen Brunson. He showed up to play yesterday, so shout out to him. But the Sixers, like I said, they came out and making shots. And B was absolutely the best player. He was scoring. He was getting to the free throw line. He was being aggressive. He was making plays out of the post. He was making plays in transition. Um, he was finding Kelly Oubre and Tobias Harris on backdoor cuts, and the Sixers really took advantage of the Knicks in that first quarter alone. So they outplayed the Knicks. They scored 27 points. The Knicks only had 17, and the Knicks had a lot of players. Most of their role players were struggling. Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo struggled for the majority of this game. I think at some point in the third, Dante DiVincenzo was 0 for 7 in the game, and Josh Hart was like 0 for 4. They were ice cold, and like I said, the entire offense was solely Jalen Brunson, and Miles McBride. He came off the bench. He gave you some production, and OG Anunoby was also helping Jalen Brunson in that starting lineup. So I think those three were the only ones that was in double figures for the Knicks, and somehow, some way, the Knicks were able to come up with the victory. Now, where did it all start going wrong for the Sixers? Now, like I said, the Sixers always play so good in the first quarter. They've ended every first quarter with the lead in this series so far. I mean, in game one, they ended it game one, two, three, and four. They've had the lead, heading into the second quarter. But when the Sixers get into the second quarter, that's when they struggle a lot because Embiid usually plays the entire first quarter. So it means that he starts the second quarter off the bench. And with him starting the second quarter off the bench, that means Paul Reed has to step in as the center. Now, when Paul Reed comes into the game, and for whatever reason, Maxey has really struggled going off in the second quarter in the playoffs. Now, in the regular season, usually Embiid feeds. I mean, he eats in the first quarter, and then Maxey takes over in the second quarter because usually Embiid starts off on the bench. But in the playoffs, I haven't really seen that so far. Tuna Sports says, "Where is Jalen Brunson ranked among guards in the NBA?" In the playoffs, or you mean the entire season? I mean, in the playoffs, I'll definitely say he's top five. Yeah, he's definitely top five. In the playoffs, he's top five. But in the season, that's going to be a little bit tricky because you have to include Luca, you have to include SGA. I mean, these guys they're balling in the playoffs as well. Don't get me wrong, but in the season, I mean, some people might put Steph Curry over him. But he's also balling though. He's also doing his thing. So shout out to Jalen Brunson. But it all seems to go wrong for the Sixers in the second quarter because they have troubles or they have issues generating offense with Embiid off the floor. And when Paul Reed comes into the game, you can see that the offense is real stagnant, and Maxey sometimes tries to take a back seat. And instead of him trying to go off and being aggressive and looking for his own shots, he tends to defer to Tobias Harris. He tends to defer to other players, and in a sense, he's not really being aggressive in terms of looking for his own shot. Tuna Sports says, "I respect Embiid for playing through his injuries." Yeah, 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 yeah. Gotta give him all the respect, all the credit in the world. So yeah, shout out to Embiid. But the Sixers in this game right here in the second quarter, they're up 10. Embiid goes to the bench, and guess what happens? The Knicks go on a run. The Knicks go on a run, and the Sixers are unable to slow down the Knicks defensively or to get something going offensively. And as a result, the Knicks end up tying this game at 20. I think they tied the game at 29. At some point, Tobias Harris went to the free throw line and he made two free throws. And that was at the 7-minute mark. So the Sixers they had a 4-minute stretch where they didn't score a single field goal, zero field goals. And the only time they scored was off those two free throws that Tobias Harris made. So when that happened, Nick Nurse panics, puts Embiid in the starting lineup, and the Sixers are able to get something going. Now, he put Embiid in the game a little bit late in the second, so the Sixers didn't really have that much going on for them in the second quarter, and they ended up scoring only 22 points. But like I said, the Knicks were already hot because they started that second quarter very, very hot, and they were making shots, they were making plays, and I have to give Tom Thibodeau a lot of love because the play calling was so great, and he took advantage of what the Sixers was not doing, and he took advantage of Embiid being off the floor. Tuna Sports says same way for the Cavs when Donovan Mitchell leaves the floor sometimes. Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, you should expect Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen to get something going. I mean, I think the pick and roll between DG and Jared Allen should be something that the Cavs should go to every time they need a bucket. I mean, me personally, I believe that. I feel that way. Or a pick and roll between Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. But yeah, y'all. I mean, they tied the series up. Even though I still got the Cavs 2-2. We'll see what. I mean, I got the Cavs going in six, but we'll see what happens. I hope y'all don't lose. But yeah, so Nick Nurse puts in Embiid. Embiid, comes in the second quarter. He didn't really do much because he was on the bench. The Sixers ended up only scoring 22 points, and the Knicks had 30 in that second quarter. And I think in that second quarter, that's when what you call it, Jalen Brunson was really going off for them. I mean, Josh Hart was ice cold. Dante DiVincenzo was cold, but OG Anunoby was able to step up, and Miles McBride came off the bench and he hit two threes, and he hit a tough fall away shot from the mid range. And I was like, wow, this dude, he really got it because he can make shots. He can make tough shots. So shout out to Miles McBride as well. So shout out to him. But one thing that Josh Hart did in this game that I really gave him respect for is even though he wasn't making shots, he was still hustling. He was still making the right plays. He was still rebounding the basketball at the highest level. And even though he was not making shots, he was still giving effort. And that's what you could ask for because you're not gonna make shots every single time, but if you're not making shots, what is something that you can bring to a team that could be very, very valuable? And he used his rebounding ability, on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively. He was getting offensive rebounds as well, and he was playing. He was playmaking. Trying to create second chance opportunities for the Knicks. Trying to give them extra possessions, trying to give them extra possessions off of those off of those offensive rebounds. And that's something that the Sixers have really lacked for a very, very long time. The Sixers don't really have a guy who's willing to do the dirty work. Now, Kyle Lowry from time to time, he'll put his body on the line and take a charge for the team, or sometimes he'll save a loose ball from going out of bounds. Like Kyle Lowry will do that, but to have somebody that will put his body on the line, go for offensive rebounds, chase, guard, full length of the floor, pick up guys full court, be like trying to be a disruptor. Like the Sixers have not really had that in a long time. And watching this Knicks team, I think I have to give a lot of love to Leon Rose for constructing this team. Giving up those pieces and signing DiVincenzo in the offseason, trading for OG Anunoby, trading for what you call it, Precious Achiuwa and all those other guys, and trading for Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic got hurt in this game, but hopefully he's okay. I hope that he's willing to go. I mean, he's ready to go in Game 5, and hopefully that leg contusion is not anything serious. But like my guy said, Tuna Sports, yeah, Deuce McBride, he's really tough. He's a tough shot maker, and even though he's little, he still plays defense, and he's everywhere on the floor. He makes shots. He grabs rebounds sometimes, and he's a huge part of their floor spacing because he can shoot that three. So yeah, shout out to him. And Tobias, yeah, Tobias he's stealing money. He been stealing money. So I mean, it's not no secret. I mean, we know he been stealing money. So but yeah, Tobias didn't really give you anything. He only gave you 10 points. He gave you 8 rebounds. But when the Sixers really, really, really needed it, Tobias Harris was nowhere to be found. And in that fourth, it was just sad watching Tobias Harris out there. Now, I'm not putting the whole blame on Tobias Harris because I think Nick Nurse deserves some blame. Embiid deserves some blame. Maxey deserves some blame. Tobias Harris deserves some blame. So everybody, it's a collective effort. I'm not gonna blame just one person. So, but they head into the third quarter, and for the third, the Sixers kind of picked it up a little bit, but the Knicks still hustled, and they show a lot of effort, and the Sixers really had a very, very tough time trying to keep them off the glass. I mean, it started in the third, and then in the fourth quarter, it was just a completely different thing. And in that third, or in the second half, that's where Nick Nurse decided to play. He decided to play Embiid for the whole second half because he couldn't afford to put Embiid on the bench because anytime Embiid goes off the floor, like I said, the Sixers have a tough time. Um, they have a tough time to generate an offense, and it was clear as day. I mean, Embiid did what he could in that third quarter. He gave you about 12 points. He gave you 2 rebounds, and he was also playmaking as well. But role players didn't really step up enough. I think Maxey had he had like a couple layups going to the basket, but other than that, the Sixers didn't really have enough production from the bench. And once again, Miles McBride outscored the entire bench, the entire Sixers bench, and that can't happen because you do need your bench players to give you some level of production. Now, Cameron Payne was able to give you I think 11 points in game 3. But in this game right here, he wasn't really that effective off the bench. And Buddy Hield didn't really play in this game right here, but I don't think he would have even given you anything because Buddy Hield is only averaging 0.7 points in the series. So he's not even averaging a point. He's not even averaging a bucket in this series. So with Nick Nurse not with Nick Nurse deciding not to play him, I can understand it, but it's something that went wrong in that fourth. But in the third, Embiid did what he could. Embiid, making shots, making plays, grabbing rebounds, playing defense, being a rim protector. He was literally everything for the Sixers. And Jalen Brunson started cooking. Now he started in the second quarter, and he got into the third, and it was a completely different thing. He did get some questionable calls, which I mean, a couple flops. I mean, the flops I mean, it goes both ways. And beat flops sometimes to get to the free throw line. So, um, I'm not really concerned about it. But when he started going off, and DiVincenzo, like I said, he was struggling for the majority in that first half. But he gets into the second. I mean, he gets into the second half. In that third, he hits two big threes, and has a layup going to the basket, and he starts cooking. And once he started cooking, Josh Hart doing what he does best, grabbing rebounds. Even though he was cold offensively, he shot. The shots was just not falling for him, but he was still hustling, playing defense, hustling on Maxi. Making it very very difficult for him to kind of get himself going, and grabbing all the rebounds that the Knicks really needed to win this game. So I want to shout out Josh Hart once again because not last I mean yesterday when I was on the live with my guy Bruce did say that the Sixers are talented, and I didn't disagree with him, but I told him one thing: hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. And that was the case in this game right here, especially in that fourth quarter. Thomas Talent, a shout out to him. Shout out to Thomas. He says, "I warned y'all about Brunson and the Knicks." I mean, we knew about Brunson. And yeah, you did. I mean, you did. You had the Knicks going far or going deep into this playoff. So yeah, I got to give you your credit. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. But I mean, Brunson, like I always thought that he was gonna go off at some point in this series, and yeah, Kelly Oubre was not able to guard him. He couldn't really guard him. At some point, they took Oubre off of him. They put Maxi on him, but Maxi can't really play any defense. So, um, Jalen Brunson was just taking advantage of him left and right, getting to the basket, pump faking him, baiting him into fouls, getting to the free throw line. It was just, yeah, he was using veteran moves on Maxi, on Tobias, on almost everybody on the floor. And, he had some tough shots, had some tough takes, going to the basket, challenging Embiid, making shots over Embiid. And you could tell he was absolutely gassed. But yeah, Jalen Brunson, yeah, shout out to him, bro. Magic about to upset the Cavs. Uh, I mean, I don't know, but I told Tuna Sports that even though I have the Cavs winning, they shouldn't take the Magic for granted. And the Magic were playing so terribly on the road, but they get back home and they're playing like they haven't played before. So yeah, shout to the Magic. Yeah, shout out to the Magic. Shout out to my guy Paolo Banchero. Like I said before, I say it again. I think in the next 5 years, he might be a top five player in the league. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Humble Man. I appreciate you for being in here. He says Joel being unhealthy all year. Knicks really just great at snagging boards. They are, and they hustle. I mean, they box you out. And Tom Thibodeau, sometimes teams don't really send a lot of guys to the offensive glass because they don't want to give up a lot of transition points and fast break points. So they'll rather send guys back. But Tom Thibodeau is just sending almost all the guys to get the offensive rebounds and to create second chance opportunities, which it's just surprising because the Sixers don't really have the snipers that can really pay, that can really make you pay, or the Sixers are not a great rebounding team. So the Knicks are just capitalizing on their strengths, and they're just capitalizing on the Sixers' weaknesses, and they're using that to kill or demoralize the Sixers every single time. But the rebounding differential in the first half, I mean, the Sixers only had one more rebound over the Knicks in the first half, but they get into the second half, and especially in that fourth, and that's where they really punish the Sixers on the glass. Thomas Hallinan says OG Ananobi, 16 points, 14 boards, 3 blocks. Yeah, OG was balling. OG was balling, playing good defense on Maxi and Embiid. Yeah, yeah, shout out to OG, the Nigerian giant. Shout out to him. Buddy Hield makes me sick to my stomach, bro. I don't, bro. Please don't get me started. I'm not. I don't want to start, but yeah. Why nobody reading Thomas messages? Where's the love? Where's the love, Tuna Sports? Where's the love, humble man? Man. DFJ, would you say if Harden stayed, this series would be different? If he stayed, yeah, it definitely would have been different because you'd have a third reliable scorer who you could go to. Because I mean Harden's balling in this series against the Mavs. Now the Mavs don't really have that great defense, so if Harden is even going off on them, it's not even that surprising because the Mavs don't really have any significant defense. They don't have any significant perimeter defense. Now, when they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, I want to see how Harden does. Even I mean, I don't think they're going to face him in the playoffs, but I mean, I think Harden is just thriving off of zero perimeter defense that the Mavs have. If they have some great defense, I don't think Harden is going to be thriving the way he is. So yeah, but I mean, if the Sixers had Harden, I mean, you have a third, a secondary ball. I mean, yeah, you have another ball handler. You have a secondary, scorer who you could go to, or somebody who you could rely upon to get you buckets from time to time. So, yeah, I'll definitely say that for sure. Yeah. I agree too, Thomas. I agree. Yeah, yeah. Thomas, I'm just here to stare. Yeah, I know you. I know, bro. But yeah, appreciate you for being in here, though. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link real soon. Thomas says Tobias Harris facing OG Ananobi. He ain't gonna have no confidence or poise after 2 games. I mean, yeah, that's true because Tobias he's not really a physical player, and the OG is really physical, and that's something that Tobias really hates. So yeah, I'm not. I ain't even gonna fight that, bro. Uh, yeah. I mean, humble man said it's all love time. Love when we pop up. Yeah, but let me get into this fourth quarter and let me just drop the link. Whoever want to come in, you can give me your thoughts on this game right here. But the Sixers get into the fourth quarter, and yeah, that's when everything goes wrong for them. I mean, in the third, you would think that heading into the fourth, uh, the offense would run solely through Embiid because Embiid had Isaiah Hartenstein in foul trouble. He picked up 5 fouls. So Tom Thibodeau took him out. He put in Precious Achua, and Achua came in, and Achua was playing some great, great, great defense on Embiid and on everybody else. And the Sixers had multiple plays. They had I think 10 straight fields where they didn't even score a point. So you had almost 10 empty possessions and you didn't score a single field goal. That is so terrible. And I got to give the Knicks a lot of love because their rotations on the weak side defensively was so good. There was a play where Maxey had it, he got double teamed, they put 2 on the ball, and he got rid of it. He gave it to Kyle Lowry, and it wasn't enough time on the clock, but Kyle Lowry was about to shoot it, and OG Ananobi, who was on Embiid, he left Embiid, and he knew that somebody was going to definitely rotate to cover him up. He left Embiid to go contest Kyle Lowry, who nobody was on him. So as soon as he left him, Precious Achiuwa then rotates onto Embiid, and he blocks Embiid. He swats his shot out of bounds, and he sends it into the fourth row. And that play right there, I think that play right there kind of like demoralized the Sixers because after that play, Embiid wasn't really looking that aggressive. I mean, he got on the block, from time to time, but he didn't really punish the Knicks. And we got to give the Knicks a lot of love because their rotations off of the ball from the weak side was so good that they shrunk the floor and they made it very, very difficult for the Sixers to have any sort of ball movement or player movement. Shout out to my guy JJ. He says it ain't over. Yeah, bro, I had a conversation with you, and I know why. Yeah, I mean, it's technically not over, but I mean, I just think it's over because me personally, I don't think the Sixers have, like I told you, I don't think they have the mental fortitude to come back down from 3-1. I just feel that way. I mean, Embiid sometimes shows you, in instances where there's no hope. I mean, that's the kind of, that's his body language sometimes. But I'm gonna drop the link momentarily, and you can tell me why. And if you got to get cooked, bro, you gonna get cooked. But shout out to you though. He says everyone is saying that. Yeah, because I mean, this team hasn't really showed us anything different. I mean, especially in the Embiid era. I mean, have you seen the Sixers down and they came up, to win the series? I mean, I haven't seen that. So, uh, he says, "Don't come crying to me if I'm right." Bro, if you're right, I'm gonna just tip my cap to you, bro. I mean, yeah, but the fourth quarter is where the Knicks made all the winning plays, and that's the difference between a team that is willing to win and a team that is not willing to win, because the Knicks did everything possible, getting offensive rebounds, hustling on defense, contesting on shots, blocking shots, flying to guys on the 3-point line, and perimeter defense, rim protection. They were doing all of that in the fourth quarter, and even though they were missing a lot of shots, those offensive rebounds that they were grabbing, it really took a lot. It took a lot of time off the clock. And when they're getting those rebounds like that, it kind of like demoralizes the other team. Like, keep in mind, they out rebounded the Sixers by 10 in that fourth quarter alone. Josh Hart was getting rebounds. Precious Achua was getting offensive rebounds, and OG Anunoby was also getting offensive rebounds. Now, I think OG finished this game like my guy Thomas said. Shout out to Thomas. OG had 14 rebounds in this game, and Josh Hart had 17 rebounds. So he was on some Elgin Baylor type shit. He was on some Charles Barkley type shit, getting all those rebounds, 17 rebounds, only 6'4", getting all those rebounds. And Joel Embiid in the fourth quarter not being aggressive enough, not getting on the glass. Yeah, I get it. He's only on 1 foot, but Embiid himself said that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm not going to quit. So if you're willing to do whatever it takes, then you should be willing to play 24 minutes in that second half. I don't want to hear no excuses because you said you're not going to quit. And in that fourth, Embiid was 0 for 5, right? Only grabbed one rebound, and Tobias Harris had 0 rebounds. And those are our best rebounders on the team. Embiid is the best rebounder, and Tobias is the second best rebounder. So if your two best rebounders are not getting any rebounds, you're cooked. And as a result, they went on to concede. I mean, they gave up all those offensive rebounds, and the Knicks were just capitalizing on it, taking time off the clock. And those rebounds right there, if this had the Sixers grabbed those rebounds and not given the Knicks any extra possessions, I think the Sixers would have definitely had a chance to win this game right here. Let me read these last comments. My guy JJ says, and the Knicks haven't been showing me that they can dominate. And Jason, you made a great point. The last time you said, "Do I think Embiid is going to score another 1 point in the fourth quarter?" Which, I mean, I don't think so. But here's my counter question to you: Do you think that Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo are going to combine for 12 points again? Because keep in mind, if they are going to win the series, they have to win 2 games on the road, meaning role players play better at home. So Josh Hart is going to be at an advantage, and Dante DiVincenzo is also going to be at an advantage. And do you think that they're going to combine for 12 points at home? I highly doubt that. I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. And JJ says it would be such a Knicks thing to blow a 3-1 lead. Um, have they ever blown it? I don't think they ever have, but yeah, I mean they've blown leads in the past, but I just don't see them blowing this lead. I mean, Jalen Brunson is not gonna let that happen, bro. Jalen Brunson is, yeah, he's it. It's going 7. I mean, yeah, even though I disagree, but I'm not gonna fight you saying that. You said yes, they have. The Knicks have blown a 3-1 lead in the past. Let me. I don't think so. When did they blow a lead? What year? They blew a 3-1 lead to the Heat. What year was that? Am I tripping? 1997. Bro, that's not true because Miami was. Oh, okay, yeah, that could be true because Miami was in the conference finals. Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, Miami was in the conference finals and they was locking up Jordan. But yeah, so okay, yeah, that could be true. That could be true. But yeah, but obviously this is a different team. This is a different team. And these guys haven't really had any playoff success. Jalen Brunson, I think, is the only person that went to the conference finals. But I mean, they're playing so great. They're playing so. I mean, not so great, but they're playing collectively as a unit. And Tom Thibodeau's he absolutely outcoached Nick Nurse last game, which you're not even going to deny that. You're one of the ones saying that. So I know you agree with me on that. And their role players are stepping up, and our role players are not stepping up. It's just difficult for me to see that happening. But yeah, the Sixers ended up losing this game right here, lost by 5 points, 97-92. And I think the second quarter really hurt the Sixers a lot because Embiid was off the floor, and then playing him 24 minutes in the second half really hurt because you could tell Embiid was absolutely gassed and he had zero gas left in his tank. So I'm gonna drop the link right here. And whatever y'all think, y'all can just, y'all can tell me what y'all think. But the link is right there. You can come in. Yeah. Shout out to my guy T Sweezy. What's good, bro? I appreciate you for being in here. He says, what happened? The Sixers are down 3-1. That's what happened. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. Uh JJ says you, RB, DJ, Mitch, Sean, and every Sixers media member should be embarrassed in a fun way. Bro, just hit the link, and if you're capping, I'm gonna call you out. And if you gotta get cooked, you're gonna get cooked. Cause bro, I didn't tell you this. Nobody's above getting cooked. Trust me, nobody's above getting cooked. T Sweet said, oh yeah, the Sixers are down 3-1. They lost at home in embarrassing fashion. And it felt like they turned the Knicks fans turned the Wells Fargo Center into Madison Square Garden. And you could hear the FMB chants and giving Jalen Brunson MVP chants in the Wells Fargo Center. It was just embarrassing. But yeah, JJ, if you're available, you can just hit the link. I don't know if the Phillies have a game, but we can make it real quick. Yeah, he just pulled up. Good, bro.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. What's up?
You can hear me. All right. I posted a TikTok last night. People were thinking that I'm capping. People were people were saying, you know, you're an absolute crazy person. You ever see the movie Avatar?
Yep.
Okay. Quartz.
Mm-hmm.
Like Quartz was like the last man standing and was
Right.
gonna try to like kill Jake himself or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
as he was the last person standing. I'm gonna be the last person on this ship saying that the Sixers are at least gonna go to 7. I'm still gonna be the last person that says that. I understand how much of a heartbreaker yesterday was, but that wasn't. Let's be real. That wasn't as much of a heartbreaker as Game Two.
That's true. That
Game
is true.
Two was more of a heartbreaker. Okay.
But what makes you
Okay.
think this series is
All
going
right.
7?
So so
Mm-hmm.
here's here's what I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, first of all, um, yesterday. Let's talk about yesterday really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid gives you 1 point in that fourth quarter. Oh, he ran out of gas. Oh, he was getting doubled and triple teamed. I'm sorry. You're playing out there. It's unacceptable. You got to do
Right.
better. You got to do better than that.
Right.
You have to do better than that. If you're playing, man. That's exactly how I feel. Um, the teammates didn't step up. Yes, I agree with that. Give the Knicks credit though, because guess what? I actually did not think that Tibbs was going to have the balls to sit Isaiah Hardenstein throughout the fourth quarter, and he did. Not just him, but Dante DiVincenzo as well.
Right.
I didn't think he had the balls to do that, but he did. And Nick Nurse played Tobias Harris and got outcoached. Let's be
Right.
real. He did. He got outcoached.
Yeah, he played Tobias almost the entire fourth.
He did.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I have to give praise where praise is due. I also have to shout out the Knicks fans, even though it disgusts me. But yes, the Knicks fans definitely showed up yesterday. Here's what I'm going to tell them, okay? And I know that you're probably smiling deep down. I know that you're probably about ready to laugh. Like as soon as I talk about this, I can hear that little. I can hear that. I can hear it. I can hear it coming. I hear it. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm 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 ready for this. Okay.
Okay.
Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are gonna combine to score 80 points in the next game.
80.
80.
So you think Embiid and Max is gonna do what LeBron and Kyrie Irving did in 2016 in Game 5? That's what
They
you're telling
dropped
me.
41 points each, right?
Right. So that's 82 points.
Uh, I didn't say 82. I'm gonna say at least 80.
80. Yeah, I get what you mean. And what
Yeah.
makes you say that?
Because you know when you smell blood, when blood starts to drip, there seems to be a time where I think that Joel has a time to shine. And
Okay.
I think if Robinson and Bojan are still questionable, or even if they do play, I think that I do believe that they're going to attack that weakness. Now, my question is, and I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but do you think that Tibbs is going to go back to putting OG on Joel?
I mean, he might try it because he did have some success with it back in Game 4. And OG, I'm not saying OG locked up Embiid, but OG definitely made it difficult for him.
He
Uh,
did.
he was fighting with Embiid on the block, not trying to. He didn't let Embiid seal him up every single time, and he wasn't giving up positioning for Embiid on the block every single time. So I think he might go. He might go to it to try. I mean, he might give Embiid a different look to see what happens with it. I'm not saying that's what's going to be their go-to defensive coverage for, but he might try it.
Well, my thoughts are, man, that sometimes like the Knicks have the stronger mentality, but you got to finish the job. And I just believe that there is a world where the Sixers do take this to 7. Okay, because the pendulum was, let's be real, in those first 2 games, the pendulum was still swinging in the Knicks direction.
Right.
It was, correct?
Correct.
Okay. There has to be a world where the pendulum is going to swing in our direction. And let's talk about it from this perspective here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The NBA refs, right? The refs in the league. You know what Adam Silver loves? What does Adam Silver love?
Uh, more money. I mean, series go into 7 games. I'll say that because that
Mm-hmm.
increases their profits.
Correct. Do you think that he's gonna really let the Knicks win in 5?
Bro, Phoenix got swept last night.
Yeah, they did it to the Cavs.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, guess what? Even the refs in those games did everything that they could to still try to make it go longer. I'm just saying that every game has been really close, correct? Every
Correct.
game's been pretty close. So if the Sixers keep it close, they should be able to pull it out because the refs are probably going to be on their side. But
In New York,
that's just what I think. That's
in
just
New
what I
York,
think.
in New
Yeah.
York,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's just
bro.
what I think.
I just don't see that. I just don't
Well,
see that. I mean, we got
You
robbed
gotta.
in New York. Like, what makes you think that can't potentially happen again?
we got robbed in New York because the refs wanted to give life to the Knicks.
Bro, what you mean? They was up 1-0. What you mean they was giving them life?
They
Bro, are you
wanted to
trolling
make
or
them
you're
feel
real
good.
serious? Are you trolling with me or you're real serious?
I'm being serious.
Bro, you're trolling, bro.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not trolling. I'm not trolling. We're taking
Uh,
this to 7, man.
yeah,
We
let me
are.
go to Humble real quick. Let me see what
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
good, Humble.
Hey man, man, I'm still a new Philly fan. I look at it like this, man. The only way y'all won, I wouldn't say it was a blowout, but like the farthest lead it was when Philly when y'all won, it was 125 to like what 114.
Yeah.
And man, Joe's got to have one of them games again, bro. He's got to be like NJ, drop like 50 in the Garden. If y'all want to make it again, bro. You feel me? Get that momentum,
You got
get
to
it
make
back to Game
shots.
6. Win it at home again. Then you got to do it again over there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I haven't really seen this Sixer team on the brink of elimination come up huge. Now I saw it one time against the Atlanta Hawks, but the Atlanta Hawks and this Knicks team, the Knicks is way better than that Hawks team.
Completely two different teams. Yeah.
Completely right, completely different team. So I don't see the Sixers going into New York. The fans is going to be in their favor. Like everything. I
Okay,
mean, the Knicks
let
got
me
all the
ask.
momentum right now.
Right.
Okay, but like, let me ask you something.
Hmm.
Did you really think that LeBron and Kyrie were going to come back from that 3-1 deficit because they had to go to
Oh,
Golden State twice?
100% no. I can tell you that right now. I could say no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no.
But
Okay.
the difference is we don't have a LeBron, we don't have a Kyrie.
Right.
We have an
That's the,
MVP though.
but he's not on the level of LeBron even back in 2016. No, he's not.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
we
but
seen
he's still an
Embiid.
MVP.
He
And he, and,
is, but
and he
He is
dropped
an
50
MVP, but he's been
points.
unhealthy all year, I feel like.
And he dropped 50 though on like
Oh,
one
oh yeah.
night.
On one leg.
Correct.
Uh, but can you
I
do
mean
it again?
that's
It's
true, but it's just difficult for me to just see that happening. I don't think this is going 7, bro. I'm sorry, man, and it's not like I just lost hope and all for the Sixers.
I
It's
know.
just that if they haven't done anything, if you haven't seen it before, there's nothing for you to believe. I mean, that Cavs team that you're talking about, at least we saw them come back down from 0-2. Was it 0-2 against the
The Boston Celtics the year after that.
yeah.
Yeah, so we've seen them, face adversity and they came up huge. We haven't seen that with the Sixer team. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I seen Nick Nurse, come back down from 0-2, him, Lowry, even
Right.
Batum when he was with the Clippers back in 2021. But Embiid, Maxey, Tobias, we haven't seen that. That's
Okay.
why I think it's not gonna happen.
I haven't seen a lot of things, but guess what? It still could happen.
What do you need from Kelly Oubre? You feel like, or you think he's doing enough?
He needs to do more.
Right.
I think he
Yeah,
needs to
he got
shoot 25.
demolished. He got demolished yesterday by Jalen Brunson. And I
Yeah,
mean, fair enough because he was doing a fantastic job on Jalen Brunson in game
yeah.
1 and game 2. But at some point, Brunson was going to make shots. At some point, he was going to get hot. So uh, he just has to ramp up the defense a little bit more, especially in game 5. And we'll
Mhm.
see where it goes from there. And we need something more offensively. Now he
I,
gave you what 15 points yesterday,
I think
Yep.
19.
19 points yesterday. So okay, yeah, so that's great offensively, but defensively he has to be better, in
Right.
my opinion.
I agree.
I gotta say this too. You was talking about Paul Reed. I feel like Joe doesn't have a secondary off the bench, man. Like, who is Paul Reed? You know what I mean? Like, that was
Right.
our
And
problem in Cleveland, man.
They're a minus. They're a
Paul
minus.
Reed was talking all that trash before the series started. We wanted the Knicks. They're the easier matchup. And you check into the game and you're doing absolutely nothing.
We wanted the Celtics.
Wait, what?
Oh no! You're
Yeah,
right.
but
You're right.
yeah, Paul Reed is in the game. He's not doing anything. I think in this whole series, he's the only guy with the negative plus minus. Now,
Yeah.
fair enough, he's not playing with Embiid, so the plus minus has to do with who you play with on the floor, the personnel on the floor. So yeah, but for the most part, he's not really helping the Sixers offensively. I mean, defensively, he's solid. He grabs a few rebounds here and there. He blocks shots here and there. But offensively, he's not really giving you anything. And he's one of the reasons why Nick Nurse panicked and played Embiid the entire second half, because when we put you in the game, you're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, role players have to be better. Not just Paul Reed, but the bench.
The
I mean,
bench.
Cameron Payne, he hit a three in the fourth. I think he had 5 points in the fourth, and that was about it. I just hoped or wished that Nick Nurse would have played him more.
Or you've been saying that in the
Yeah,
last
I don't know if
game.
that would have been the difference, but yeah, we definitely need more bench production.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that it ain't over, and I'm gonna be the last one to hop off on this train. If I die on this train, I die on this train. But just like all these other content creators, just like Kyle Newbeck and all these people from PHLY or people on 97.5 or 94 WIP, it's over. Oh, there's no way they're coming back. I'm gonna be the only one. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna be a naysayer because guess what? If I'm right, I'm right.
You're that guy who still holds on to that 1%.
Yes,
I get it.
exactly,
I got you.
exactly,
I
man.
got you.
I ain't giving up hope. If they got blown out by 40, that's it. Or if they got blown out by 20, I'm feeling differently.
Right.
But these games have been so close, bro. They really have. Like I'm not even
No, they
joking.
have. They have.
I mean, they have, but bro, here's my question: if the games have been so close
We got a lot of.
and the Sixers have not been able to win at least one, how confident are you in them to
If
go
it's a
to New
close
York?
game, if
Wait,
it's a
wait,
close game, I don't have as much confidence. But guess what? I still believe. I still believe because my gut don't lie.
Mitch pulled up. What's good, Mitch?
Oh,
Appreciate you for being here.
Yo, it's good. I only got like a little bit. I got a live stream at 3.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
What up? What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's good? What you got?
What's the word?
You think it's over?
Here's the thing. JJ asked me this a while back. I think it was like game 1. Right? Game 1. And then wait, hear an echo? Echo?
Yeah, I think it's. You can go ahead.
All right. So it was JJ asked me this during game 1. Are you afraid of the Knicks? And I go, no. I'm afraid of us closing out. We haven't been able to close out like pretty much all freaking season. And then now we're here, we're losing by like 4 or 5. That's not the part I'm mad at. I'm mad at us closing out. Tobias Harris being there for to the last like 2-3 minutes. The last play was a Kelly Oubre Kyle Lowry pick and roll. If we see that in the next game in New York, it's over. We cannot win with that pick and roll. We cannot win with Tobias Harris being slow. We cannot win with Joel Embiid running up and down the court like this. We cannot. Yes, he's off 50. Is that the only way we can win a game? Is Joel Embiid dropping 50? I mean, Kelly Oubre dropped 19. Great. He had another car accident after game 2. He always does better after a car accident. I don't understand how. But Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very. It's not the brightest I'm feeling right now, but I'll talk more about it later when I'm live at 4:30. But it's not looking good. That's all I gotta say.
Right, it's not
Because
looking
the
good.
sky's gray outside, though, doesn't mean that it's going to get clear. Because
Huh?
it could.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you there.
Just because the sky's gray outside doesn't. Well, I meant to say just because the sky's gray outside doesn't mean that it can eventually become clear and stop raining. Because it could.
But do you believe in momentum though? That's just my
Yeah,
my question.
that's me. The game's about runs. The game's about momentum. The Knicks are on an all-time high.
They can change that, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Is
How can we
that
stop Brunson? I'm asking you. How can we stop Brunson?
no one can stop
That's a real
Brunson.
question.
That's
That's a real
exactly my
question.
point.
No
If we
one can
can't
stop
stop
Brunson, but you can stop the
forward,
role players.
the
Can't you
role
stop Dante DiVincenzo from getting 28 points? You can
Okay.
stop Josh
If
Hart.
their role players are going off like 15 points, I love McBride. 21 in the first game.
Mhm.
Our role players are not doing anything. If our role players step up, perfect. I would feel more confident. But now I'm just like, all right. Everyone's like a Tobias Harris now. Yeah, I said it. Everyone's like Tobias Harris. Nowhere to be found. That's the
Right,
way.
and to Mitch's point, I mean to JJ's point, yeah, we can't stop Brunson, but you said we can stop the role players, but the role players didn't really have a good game offensively, and we still lost. I mean, like I said, Dante DiVincenzo and
I
Josh
didn't,
Hart, they combined for 12 points, and the Sixers still lost.
but even still, like Dante DiVincenzo went on that 8-0 run, and I actually thought that was the difference of the game right there when he hit those two big threes and he got you that field goal. Those 8 points were crucial because that gave them the lead, and then and then where we really lost the game, where we really lost it, is when Jalen Brunson went back into the locker room. When Jalen Brunson is not on the floor, that's our time to capitalize, and we didn't do that. That's where we lost it.
So wait,
We
at that time, do you think Nick Nurse should have benched Embiid because Embiid was completely gassed, down the stretch? And I'm hearing some people saying that yeah, he
I'm
should have
not
benched
saying
him.
that. I'm saying that you got to play campaign because Embiid is still your best player. I know that he hasn't been used to this, but guess what? Do you think OG Anunoby is used to playing 46 minutes? I
OG
don't.
Anunoby
He
shut
is. He
Embiid for
played under Nick Nurse.
yeah. OG shut down Embiid in the last quarter for 1 point. OG Anunoby shut down Embiid. You know how
Embiid shut down himself.
Yeah, Embiid shut down. Yeah, Embiid shut down himself,
I
and he
mean
was getting double and
you're,
triple team too.
you're telling me OG had nothing to do with that?
I mean, he did. I mean, they played great team
But I
defense on
mean,
them.
like, wasn't he getting
Hey,
triple?
but listen, there's a difference between giving up on your body and giving up on the team. I feel like.
That is
Mhm.
true. I agree with
It's
that.
not just the team that gave up, the fans gave up. The whole New York Knicks fan base is there. And Keith Pompey said, I thought I was covering
You
another
right. You
MA
right.
regarding.
You ain't wrong
If
about
the
that.
fans were there, could have had a different outcome.
You ain't
I'm
wrong
not
about that.
huh?
You're not wrong about that. I can't say anything about that.
So for me, Maxi's doing his thing. Kelly Oubre is doing his thing. Um, the biggest thing, you ready for this? He played Melton over Buddy Hield. That's the best adjustment I've seen. And I was a big Buddy
The
Hield
best
fan.
adjustment.
You get what I mean. Buddy Hield can't shoot right now. So
Campaign was the best adjustment. Putting him in for game 3 over
for
Buddy
game
Hield.
3, but I'm talking about game 4. Game 4, Buddy Hield didn't even see the floor. So
Right.
if Buddy Hield was there, he would have been breaking shots left and right. So he had to put Melton in there. Is he going to play in game 5? Probably not. Buddy Hield, probably not. Would I play Embiid
I
game
think
5?
Buddy Hield has to play in Game 5, and you got to pray to God.
But he hasn't been doing anything though.
Yeah. And we
Yeah, he's
gave up
averaging
3
0.7
seconds.
points.
We gave up 3 seconds for him. 3 and Morris.
That's terrible. And he might walk in free agency. But Mitch, I got this question for you. You think the series ends in game 5, or you think the Sixers have enough to push it to a game 6 or 7?
I was just gonna ask that question too.
I can see 6. I can. But for me, it's just the role players in Embiid. That's it. Maxi's going to give you 23 to 28. Tobias Harris, nowhere to be found. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think everybody else has given up on
I've
Tobias.
taken screenshots of all these comments. I've marked down things that you guys have said right now, and I'm just waiting for that day. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it.
JJ, how about this? Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal right now. JJ, if the Sixers win this series, I'll buy you lunch for a whole fucking year. If the Sixers win the series, I'll buy you lunch for a whole fucking year.
Clip it.
Oh.
I just said it's
Clip
going
it,
to a game
DFJ.
7. I didn't say that the Sixers are going to win.
Huh?
I'm just saying it's going to game 7.
No, I'm
That's what
saying
I'm saying.
I'm telling you right now, if they win the whole thing, I'll buy you lunch for a whole year. And by the way,
But then see, I gotta counter that with something, and now I gotta. Oh man, what do I have to counter that with? Oh man, now you're putting me on the spot.
No, you can sit on it. You can sit on it.
On the air.
That's
boy.
Because I'm not confident in this team right now at all.
I mean, I'm not saying that you should be confident.
Listen, I'm a Cavs fan, but I honestly think that you guys could win it on the road, but I don't know if you guys could win it back home for some reason.
I honestly agree with you on that. Honestly, when it comes to we're better on I don't understand how. It makes no sense. And by the way, I'm so mad at the Knicks fans right now.
Bro, I gotta deal with my dad at home, and he's a Knicks fan. So.
Oh really? Oh shoot! How did that happen?
I can't wait to go on to PHLY because Derek Bodner, Devon, and Kyle Neubeck, they're all live. I can't wait to hear what they have to say. I'm gonna take notes from them too.
They're live now?
Yeah, I'm gonna take notes from them too. I got all the receipts. All the receipts, baby.
Okay, so what's your counter to my offer?
Oh man, I don't know.
Exactly. So DFJ, how is your dad a Knicks fan and you're a Sixers?
Because my family's originally from New York, but I was just born in Philly, so I grew up in Philly. So I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's different.
It's
okay.
the Sixers
Right.
win. I just said it's going to 7. I didn't say that they're gonna win.
Yeah, but you made it sound like they were going to win. You made it sound like you are. I've seen.
Yeah, you said bro. He said it's not over yet.
He said it's not over, but it pretty much feels like that he's gonna. It ain't over. Well, yeah.
It ain't
right.
Over.
So it's not over. What does that mean?
It's not over. It's going to 7.
So
I need you to predict the stats for the next game.
You still have us losing the series.
Well, obviously the Sixers are going to win the next game, and then they're going to win the next game after that, and then we talk about Game 7 when Game 7 comes. But we got to focus on one game at a time, bro.
How can we focus on one game at a time when no one's actually stepping up?
There's 72 minutes. We got to focus on the first 48. Actually, wait, did I just say 72? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
There's 136 minutes, if that is correct.
Okay, I'm
144.
not doing math right now.
144. I'm focusing on 48 at a time, and that could even include a double, triple, quadruple overtime. I don't know.
Oh my god, I don't want that to happen. I don't want overtime when I'm streaming games. I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, anything can happen, man.
No, I'm just saying, whenever you stream games and it goes to
I've seen the Boston Red Sox come back down I've seen the Red Sox come down 3-0, and then they came back and they ended up winning the whole
thing. Baseball is a completely different game.
Yeah, it's different, bro.
It's baseball. Oh man, no, it's sports, man. Sports.
Yeah, but it's different. It's a different sport.
It is a
Right?
different sport. It's
So,
about momentum, but
the only sport you can.
in the NBA, man, all I gotta say is this:
So
the fact that people are saying that like Joel can't drop like another 50 again, I think that could happen, bro. I really do. I really
okay.
think that if
What if
Embiid
he
keeps his
doesn't?
head in there,
What if he
if he
doesn't?
doesn't,
What if he
then I
doesn't?
think that Maxey could drop a 40 piece.
Okay. What if Maxey can't? What if both of them are
What if
out?
Maxey can't? Then I think that Oubre can drop a 25.
Okay, then we still lose.
If Maxey, whoa. If
Yeah,
Maxey gives you
counter.
30, and if Embiid gives you 25, and if Oubre gives you 25, we can still win that. What are you talking
We can't
about?
stop Brunson. Brunson's gonna have 50.
Do we know that for real?
Dude,
I mean, yeah, he can drop
the last
50.
2 games he had 40 plus.
He can drop 50.
Okay. Well, just show me again. That's all I gotta say. I ain't trying to poke the bear because I think that the bear's already woken up. But you know,
I offered to pay you lunch for a whole year.
well, you can give that to me on a silver platter. But guess what? At the end of the day,
That's a good one. I'll give you that.
it's just
but JJ did say that Maxey and Embiid are combined for 80 in the next game.
Yes, I did say that. You can put me on the record for that.
80, but
You can write that down in your receipts as well. You know, definitely write down the timestamp. I think it was an hour and 2 minutes. No, we're at an hour 5. It was probably like 45 minutes.
I get what you mean.
But yeah, I'm clipping this. I'm definitely clipping this. And if Embiid drops a 15 point, 16 or 15 like he did against Boston again, I'm on your helmet, bro.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. That doesn't mean that Maxey can't drop a 50 piece.
You're just trying to narrow it to the next person.
I'm just saying that. I said
what you're
combined.
doing. Okay, now this guy. This guy will drop 20. All right, what about this guy? Oh, he'll drop 25. Like, what?
It could happen.
The Knicks got the best
Y'all watch
defense in the
sports? Have you
playoffs.
seen that anything could happen in sports?
The Knicks got the best defense in the playoffs.
They don't got Patrick Mahomes over there, dog.
Yeah, they don't. That's true. That is true.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
Knicks have the best defense in the playoffs. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah.
Like the Golden State Warriors were 72-9. You think that?
It's LeBron James.
It was LeBron. That's what I've been trying to tell her. We don't have LeBron.
We
have an MVP, man. No excuse.
It's not enough, bro. Embiid is not enough.
Well,
bro, I feel like he is enough, DJ.
He's just not enough, but
he's just not healthy, bro.
And guess what? LeBron is the greatest player of his generation. Embiid is not the greatest player of his generation.
He's the greatest center of this generation, skill wise.
I mean, people say Jokic, but I mean, okay, you said skill wise. Okay, cool.
Because he had the MVP. I mean, two-time MVP in a championship, but I understand the skills. I understand that. I get it.
Thank you.
But JJ, being an MVP is not enough. We've seen MVPs get swept.
Yes,
we have. Gentlemen
swept. KD,
right? Jokic in 2022 got gentlemen swept by Golden State. So,
but wait,
MVP logic is not.
He didn't have Jamal though, did he?
Bro, it don't matter, bro.
Does it?
It don't matter, bro.
I think it does matter.
I feel like I gotta disagree with that because when we was in the finals of Golden State the first year, we didn't have Kevin Love or Kyrie.
Right, that's true.
And then they had to go get KD because they knew we was gonna beat them for years to come.
To be fair, on the other side, guess you guys, or guess who still got you there, even though like they weren't healthy during the finals.
LeBron.
Plus LeBron, but like, Kyrie wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah, but Kyrie's automatic clutch. He's pretty much one of the best clutch players in NBA history.
Right.
Is he really though? Because I haven't seen him win anything ever since he won.
Because he's not a number one option.
He's not a number one option, right?
Oh, that's the excuse.
That's not an excuse. That's the facts.
Who said not a number one option? You said,
Do you think Dallas is going to go anywhere with Kyrie right now? Luka, probably not.
bro, Kyrie's
They have a
balling.
chance. Why not?
Kyrie was balling. It was Luka who had to step up yesterday.
Bro.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Exactly.
Okay, let
But
me ask you
Kyrie's
this.
not good enough as a number one option that can lead you to
JJ,
a
let me ask
championship.
you this.
We're not doing that.
JJ, would you take Minnesota or Dallas
Am I taking
Minnesota.
Minnesota or Dallas?
right now?
Minnesota.
Easily Minnesota,
And
bro.
easily Minnesota.
They got too
Okay.
much length over there.
Denver or Dallas?
Denver.
Denver, yeah.
Denver.
Okay. Thunder over Dallas.
Thunder.
I got
Dallas.
Thunder, yeah. Thunder.
I got Dallas.
I got Thunder.
I got the Dallas. I don't care if I'm on one hill or not.
Come on, bro.
But then again, I gotta see Dallas face someone other than the Pelicans.
Sure. That is fair. That is
Yeah.
fair.
Well, so the Thunder won. So no, wait, who did Thunder play when they sweep the Pelicans? Dude, the Pelicans suck. I streamed that game. Oh my god, that was not fun to watch.
All right. I hate to be this guy, but I do gotta go. I do have to go.
No, it's all good. I mean, Mitch has to get ready for his
I'm
stream.
good for like another 10 minutes.
Okay.
But trust me when I tell you, I definitely took a lot of notes from this. So
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, bro.
He said, "I'm sure you did."
I did. I took a lot of notes. You know, sometimes like even like when I was in school, sometimes like I wasn't always like a guy that would just type things out on the laptop. Like I always took the notes in the notebook. Like I had the pen and everything. I took the notes, and now I'm about ready to go to PHLY as I'm in the car, and I'm gonna take notes from them.
Oh, you're in the car right now? Where
Bro,
you
I
going?
look at it from this angle, bro. If you like it how you like it, bro, that's cool, bro. You know what I do? I listen. I like to go on the playback. I like to listen. Sometimes I don't hear you guys fully, bro. I gotta listen back to what you guys said.
I do that too.
Wait,
Yeah.
where are you going?
Where am I going?
Yeah, you said you're in
To the gym.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Put that work
work
in.
out a little bit today. Because guess what? I got a 9:38 game tonight.
I saw that. I was like, damn. I'm streaming the Heat and Celtics again. Yay.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Oh.
Go tell Eric Spoelstra that he needs to do one on Joe.
He needs to do what?
You were breaking up. What?
Oh, I was just gonna say like go tell Eric Spoelstra that he has to go do one on Mr. Missoula.
He has to go do what? I can't hear the
He
thing.
has to do a number on Mr. Missoula.
He's got to get the
Oh.
basically what he's saying.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go. Peace out.
All right, bro. Peace
Yeah,
out.
dude. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been trying to tell JJ that I don't see the Sixer team, taking it to a game 7. I mean, I don't see him winning this series.
Why do you think I offered to buy him lunch? We go out to lunch every month for a year. You know how much that would cost me? Why do you think I did that?
Yeah, he couldn't accept it because he knows in his heart that the Sixers are not winning this series. But Mitch, you think the Sixers gonna win tomorrow, or?
I really hope so. I really do, but I don't see it. I honestly don't. The Knicks are going to be Knicks fans are going to be at an all-time high.
Right.
It's like the atmosphere means everything. No one. That means everything in the playoffs.
I'm just glad you guys aren't delusional like the Lakers fans, man.
Oh, yeah, they think they're coming back down from 3-0.
Wait, what?
That's what some fans are saying. They're coming back down from 3-0.
Yeah. They're like, as long as they got LeBron.
I can see them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I swear Tune's one of them, DFJ.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, bro. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
I can see them winning one more. But I can see them winning one more, but other than that.
Yeah, going 6. Yeah,
Jamal Murray can go off for like 40 in one game.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy? I tweeted out, I think it was like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
that Michael Porter Jr. is better than Tobias Harris, and someone responded, no, that's not true. Tobias Harris is better in everything except for shooting.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
like, what the hell?
Oh my good. If we had Michael Porter Jr., we're probably 3-1 in this series so far. Because Michael Porter Jr. is definitely he's gonna give you effort, he's gonna rebound the basketball, he's gonna definitely score the basketball for sure. And he's not gonna be
1,000%. And he's not
yeah,
gonna
he's
be
not
scared to take them shots.
right, exactly. Exactly.
He's not Aaron Gordon. I'd rather take Aaron Gordon right now
Facts.
for his rebounding.
And his physicality. And I mean, Aaron Gordon is he's a good backdoor cutter. He gets most of his points comes off of backdoor cuts, and Jokic is a good passer, and he's always able to find him. Sometimes when he turns around and shoots that little jump hook, and he passes it to him down low, and Aaron Gordon just goes and he dunks it. I mean,
Correct.
most of his
Yeah.
points is just easy. Yeah, it's just good fundamental basketball. If you look at it, it's not anything extra to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a good point of attack defender. Because keep in mind, he was guarding LeBron, guarding Kevin Durant, guarding those big perimeter players last year, and they won the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the difference with the Denver Nuggets and the Sixers. You ready for this? The Nuggets kept their players once they drafted them. Once they drafted them, they kept them, they built around them, and they knew what they were doing from the get-go.
Just like Golden State.
Golden State, yep. You could say LeBron for not Miami. You could say that for the first one with Cleveland. But other than that.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the Sixers is not a good team when it comes to the draft. I mean, how many players did we draft that didn't really turn out to be that good? I mean, look at Markelle Fultz,
Ben Simmons,
Okafor,
Okafor. Oh my God, I forgot about Okafor.
In the wrong era. He played in the wrong era.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okafor, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Nerlens Noel.
Michael Porter Williams. Yeah.
Mikal Bridges.
Michael Porter. Wow.
Well, Mikal Bridges for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. Got traded.
Like 10 fucking minutes. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Tony Roten, if you want to go down that far.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go that far. It is what it is.
But yeah, I mean, we're not able to develop our players, and that's something that Miami knows how to do a lot. I mean, they develop their players, and they fit into their culture and their system. But the Sixers, I don't even think we have a system. You think we got a system?
No. Our system is pray that Embiid does not get hurt.
Trust the process.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm telling you, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's sad because I mean, if you really want to like build a team, I think you should really start from the draft. And if you go through the draft, go through the process, and you only got one player who was able to, I mean, two players who were able to pan out, that's definitely a failure. That's such a failure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it sucks because Philly's such a good city, bro.
It is.
And it's like James Harden only played there for a year, bro. Like it's just.
Now they might go to the second round right now. They tied it 2-2.
Who tied it 2-2?
Clippers.
Oh, the Clippers. Yeah.
Kawhi.
Yeah, I think Kawhi was holding them back when he came back because he was not at 100%, so he wasn't giving it his all.
You want to hear something? This is like a bold take, but this era with Curry, LeBron, KD, you could throw Kawhi in there.
Chris Paul,
yes, you could throw that in there to an extent. This era is over, pretty much. This era is like over. You look at what we got now: Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama, Luka,
Devin Booker,
Shai
Alexander.
Hey, yep. He's my pick. Now I have Jokic for MVP, but
Giannis, Maxey to it.
It's over. Maxey, yep, to an extent. 2010 era, it's over. I honestly believe it's coming to an end.
Yeah, Jason Tatum,
that team got swept.
Yeah. I mean, those guys are from the previous era though. They're not from the 2010s. They peaked in the 2010s. But I mean,
That's what I meant. Yeah.
LeBron in 03, KD in 7, and Steph Curry in 09. Yeah.
And then Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook, Harden. Yeah.
All that is done, bro. I mean, who else from that era is still in this league that's kind of like dominant? You can't think of anybody.
No one. Yeah, no one.
Kevin Love still hooping, but he's not that guy.
Oh, hey. Yeah,
Hey, he's a great rebounder though. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Georges Niang is still there. He's only
Nah.
a couple of years.
Yeah.
How do you like Niang?
But Humble, I gotta ask you, you think the Cavs they win in 6 or it goes 7?
Honestly, bro, it really depends on how this game goes.
I had the Magic winning in
Game
6.
5. You got the Magic winning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I said that in the beginning. I was going for an upset.
Honestly, I think Donovan Mitchell.
That's the one I went with.
I think Donovan Mitchell plays really good at home, especially if he's playing. So I have no worries about that playing at home.
Yeah, that's true. And I just can't see the Cavs getting walked down 4 straight. That's just
right.
If that happens, I'm demolishing Donovan Mitchell, bro.
Yes, you should.
He's out. I think he's out after this year. Honestly, I think he's out.
Yeah.
I think there's something in the locker room with DG and Donovan Mitchell that's gonna come out in a couple of years or something.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that
because his play style is just changed so drastically. DG. So.
Yeah.
So
I did my schedule for my YouTube for the week, right? And for the Sixers versus Knicks for Game 6, I did if necessary. And then for Saturday, if they make it to the Game 7, I just said NBA playoffs TBD. I'm telling you, I stream all the playoff games, most of them, but it's just like, I'm waiting for that. It's good.
I mean, a 7 game. I don't see a Game 7, bro.
I don't even see a Game 6. If I had to be bluntly honest, I don't see it. We'll be lucky if we get to 6. Honestly.
Yeah. It's just sad it went down this way, but yeah.
I'll be honest. I really think you guys could win in New York somehow, some way, but it's just like y'all gonna really have to dig deep. You feel me? Going back home, I really feel some way, somehow, that y'all could get a win. I really do.
Yeah. Embiid, he's going to get booed every time he gets the ball.
Sure.
Every time he gets the ball, he's going to get booed.
Those free throws.
Kyle Lowry might even get booed.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah, everybody's getting booed in New York.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to Game 4, but I was like, nah, I'll just stream it. I streamed it with 3 Knicks fans.
Yeah, I showed up.
I saw that.
Third quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I was supposed to work on Tuesday for the Cavs versus Magic, and I guess our job got canceled, so I don't know if my buddy still wants to go. I told him I'd pay for our tickets. I don't know if he wants to go still.
Yeah, how much are the tickets?
Honestly, bro, I think for 2 tickets, I think it was $90.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cheap in Cleveland, bro.
Cheap. Yeah.
Cheap. I was talking to my homie who lives in LA. He said, bro, for like 1 ticket, it's like $112 for like at the top section too.
Yep.
Yeah. I could never, bro.
Yeah, because I'm hearing that the Knicks, the tickets to the Madison Square Garden is like 400, 500.
Easily.
Yeah.
But you got to also put into mind, bro, like they got the oldest arena.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, they got a lot of seats that they could fill up too, bro. It's just, I heard it's like the best arena to go to. Granted, I've never been in there, but I just heard.
I mean, I've been in there once, but I was a little kid, so I can't even remember
Can't remember the shit.
what the place was looking like. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. But I mean, I just wish we would have won this series, bro. Cause man,
Now people are going to say that Nick Nurse is the worst coach than Doc Rivers.
Well,
I've seen that a lot on Facebook.
I don't like
but I don't think that's necessarily true because look at Doc Rivers right now. Bro, I had a homie talk about the Bucks were gonna demolish the Pacers. I knew in the bottom of my heart Pacers were gonna
I had Pacers in 5.
mess the Pacers up, bro.
I had
Look,
Pacers
they're
in 5.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah, he's down 3-1 too. So I don't know how Doc is
Yeah,
better.
the comparison
Well,
is not
because
even
last
close,
year we made
bro.
it to the second round.
Yeah.
That's why. We made it to the second round last year. And yeah. That's it. That's basically it.
Yeah. But y'all had a different team though last year too.
Yeah, we had a completely different team. Yeah.
Completely different team. Where would you so I got a question for both of you guys. If you guys lose the series, we'll open it like that. Where would you guys go from here?
I mean, we have a lot of
who we let go of?
Well, and like you just whatever.
Oh,
Where
okay.
would you guys go from here?
If I go to the draft,
because I don't know who's on your guys' like free agency target. I don't know if you guys are about to lose someone.
We're gonna lose a lot of players.
A lot of players, yeah.
You know who I want? A lot of people are now catching on. Malik Monk.
Yeah.
I want him for the bench. He should have won $6 million a year. That guy got running.
I think you like him too, DJ, don't you?
Yeah. I was advocating for him too, but I think he has a year left on his deal, so he's not a free agent.
Yeah, he is.
He is?
Yeah. He's a free agent this year.
And I think bringing him here, that'll be very, very huge. But I think after this year, a lot of players come off the books. We only have 2 guys on the books for next year, which is Embiid. Now it'll just be Embiid because Paul Reed could get cut because his contract is not guaranteed if the Sixers lose in the first round. So we have a lot of cap space to sign free agents.
Yeah. So the only players I want to keep, these are the players that I want to keep. Embiid, obviously, he's saying. Kelly Oubre, Nicholas Batum.
Is Maxey staying there?
Maxey's on the
I was going to say that. I would think he would be your first guy who would want to stay.
No, he's already getting extended. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Batum. Who's the other guy? Shoot. Oh, Campaign, Kyle Lowry. Those 5.
That sounds like the whole team right now.
Well, Melton is going to be gone. That's one. Melton gone. I don't trust Covington.
Yeah, he's going to get him
bad.
out of here. Get him out of here.
Melton's gone. Covington's really gone. Bad. I could keep Melton, but it's injuries and health. No, get rid of that. So that's 2. I'll keep Paul Reed also, but if we don't get past the first round, then let him go. I need a better backup center.
We need a better,
100%. You guys need a backup.
Would you guys
need like 3 backup centers, bro? Like, bro, he's hurt, bro.
Would you guys draft Zach Edey?
Yes.
No, I would not. That guy is lateral.
He's like a Zubox.
Lateral quickness. He's too slow. Lateral quickness wise. Not for me.
I think he's a great player.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna be like a Zubox, bro.
I can see that. I can see him being a Zubox, but for me, it's just like. But I want Jaron McCain out of Duke. That's the guy I want.
No comment.
Why, you don't like him?
No, I don't watch college basketball, so I don't really know these players like that. So
yeah, I've been studying the draft for like a while.
Is he a guard or forward?
He's a guard. He shot like 46% from 3 throughout his career. He's only a freshman. So I'll take him. Give me a young guy who has dog, who is good defensively. His defense has been progressing. He can guard the best defender if you need him to. He's a good playmaker. I love his passing ability. Yeah, that's my number 1. Actually, I got all my notes over there. Too lazy to go get them.
Yeah. I mean, the
Y'all,
Sixers only have the 16th pick. I don't know if he's going to be a lottery pick.
Darren McCain could fall to us, but then someone could snag him like Miami right away.
Yeah.
But he could fall to us. I gotta get ready for my license, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bro. Appreciate you for being here, though.
Yeah, of
all right,
course.
bro.
Man. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, bro.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Talk to you.
Yeah, peace.
All right, DJ. I'll probably head out of here too. I know you're probably closing down.
Yeah, in the next 2 minutes. But
All right, brother.
I was hoping that Tuna Sports would join so I could cook him right quick.
He not gonna join.
Yeah. But I mean, I do got I got the Cavs in 6. Originally, I had the Cavs in 5 because I thought I was gonna sweep them. But they tied this series. I was like, whoa. And they had
Yeah.
and they handed y'all worst loss in the playoffs. I heard something like that.
Yeah, we couldn't score, bro. I don't know what that was about.
That's crazy. Yeah, I gotta go watch that game again because that's crazy. Because
Don't watch
Mitchell and everybody was on the floor.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no one could score, bro. I think the highest person who scored points was Jared Allen. Your boy Jared Allen was 21.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think D Mitch only dropped 18.
They couldn't make shots or just they had the looks, but it was not falling.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think I watched that one. I didn't watch 4 because that's how bad it was. I had to turn it off. Yeah, Fred, France or whatever his name was cooking us. He had 34.
Yeah, in game 4, Paolo wasn't really cooking like that. He only had 9 points.
Yeah, I told Tune the worst that's gonna happen is Pablo is gonna average 30. Someone was gonna average 30, and I'm not saying one person's averaging 30, but someone off the Magic is dropping 30 every time on us. And that's what it is. Last 2 games on us, I think Pablo will drop 37 or something.
Yeah, I think 31 or so. Yeah, 31.
I've been saying it all year. I don't know what happened to our defense. They always say Cleveland has the best defense, and we don't have nothing. I don't think we got good defense, bro. I really don't. We get scored on by the Magic, Orlando.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Dwight Howard, like, come on, bro. That's the last time they were relevant.
Right. I mean,
Bro.
this year was y'all top 10 in defense? Because I know last year. Yeah, I know last year y'all was top 10, but this year I don't know.
No, there's no.
And it was mainly interior. I mean, what you call it? Evan Mobley was a defensive player of the year candidate. So
yeah,
him and Jared Allen, shot blocking ability, that really helped y'all be top 10. I mean, I was top 5 last year.
Right.
But this year, Cleveland is 7th. So I mean, I got a pretty good defense. But
that's what they say, man. That's what they say.
But we can't see it, huh?
It's the coaching, man. For me, I think it is, man. I don't know. JB needs to get out of there.
Oh, so you want JB gone?
Yeah, I want JB out of there. I want all the coaching out of there, bro. Everyone.
Oh, the entire coaching staff?
The entire coaching staff, bro. The entire coaching staff. They can all just walk. Let them walk.
Hey, man, Tuna Sports not gonna agree with you, bro.
Hey,
Tuna Sports he's a high advocate for JB, so I don't know if you're gonna agree with that.
I think you said it best. Was it you who said it best? I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I said JB need to be fired.
But I don't know if it was you or a man who said JB's just a coach for rebuilding, bro. He's really just a rebuilding coach, bro. We get to the first round, bro, and then what? We got nothing to show for it, bro. It's series tied up now.
Yeah, there's no way this series should have been tied.
No.
There's no way. Yeah, that's why I originally had you on 5. Because I was like, maybe Orlando probably has something in the tank. Might get 1 game. They might get lucky and get a game, but get 2 games and the Cavs can't even score 90 points.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
A problem. That's a problem.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
But all right, bro. I appreciate you for being here, man.
Yeah, DJ, you already know, man. I know this is the first time I joined up on your stream, bro. I've been watching them.
Right.
I'm always subscribed to you and Tune. So y'all keep doing
Yeah.
your thing. You know, I'm always showing love to y'all channel, man.
Right. Appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah, no
that.
doubt, bro. For sure. We'll talk to you.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that joined. My guy Mitch, play by play with JJ. He has a game tonight, a baseball game. He calls the Phillies games, Sixer games, and the Eagles. He's one of the best on these YouTube platforms. So shout out to him and shout out to my guy Humble Man 420. He's a Cavs fan. Um, but yeah, Sixers lose game 4. They have game 5 tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see what happens in game 5. But I'll definitely preview that game tomorrow morning. I mean around 12, around this time. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Until next time, peace.